I remember that tree. Okay? Been here before. So, we're going to go through kind of a long story. Not really a long story. But we're going to just kind of talk about the situation at hand, which is obviously that I am no longer on ALG, which fucking sucks because once again I was the captain, and once again I made a team, and once again I grinded up, and once again I get kicked. So the story stays the same, but it's a little bit different on its path to shittiness. So I guess we'll start right at the beginning. So at the start of this year, I got kicked from Envy by Weekend and the boys. And that obviously was really shitty. I had played with them for whatever it was, a year and a half on different teams. And that's old news. Everybody knows that. That sucks. Still sucks. Will always suck. It's in the past. What are you going to do? So at the start of this year, after that happened, me, Lass, and Maddie all just kind of decided, hey, let's make a team that's good enough to make the Pro League, and let's put in the work, and, we won't be the best, but we'll have a good time together, and we'll make the Pro League, and we'll see what we can do together as a team. And so we made a team, and during that time, I was talking to Team Allegiance, and they, they wanted to get involved in the Smite scene, and I said, and they were basically like, hey, we want to sponsor you guys. We love your brands. We love all the good stuff that you do in the community. And we just want to if you make the Pro League, we'd love to sponsor you guys. And so I'm like, oh, that was great. And so I kept talking with them and Team Allegiance. And so I told the boys. And so that kind of got us really pumped up to, make the SPL so we could sign with the team. And so we make the SPL, and it's great. And we sign with Team Allegiance, and it's great, right? So we go from not having a team in the league at all to getting in the league and then signing with Allegiance. It's awesome. Were we the best team in the league? No, we weren't the best team in the league. But you know what? We didn't end up in the bottom two, which means we didn't have to fight for a spot in the Pro League. So during this time, Weekend had gotten kicked off his team. He was no longer playing with Envy. They decided they didn't want to play with him anymore, and then, that's when Envy's jungle cycle began, when they started shifting through their junglers. And Weekend was looking around things like the Xbox scene, stuff like that, just ways that he could stay competitive. And, I saw him there, and I talked to him, and, I was obviously still mad about everything that had happened, but I talked to him, and he said he was sorry about kicking me and that it was a mistake. And I was like, forgive and forget, man. And nobody wanted Weekend on their team. He couldn't get onto a PC team. And so, and the Allegiance boys didn't want Weekend on the team either. But I stuck my neck out, and I fought for Weekend. And I got him on the team because Weekend was my bro, even though all the shit that had happened on Envy. But I said, you know what? People make mistakes, and I'm down to play with you again because I still consider you my friend, and I'm down for that. And so, obviously, then Weekend's on the team, and, after that, things went kind of crazy, and then after that, that's when everything began to happen. That's when Lass was like, I'm going to go pursue an Overwatch career, which was awesome for Lass. And when, Maddie was like, now the team synergy isn't really the same because, Lass isn't on the team. So then Maddie, was like, it's not really for me anymore. And so then he was off the team. And so then basically everybody kind of left. And so it was just us again, and we had to completely reform the team. Then at this point now, we're looking for mid laners. And, we're looking for mid laners, and MLC Stealth is open, and he's looking for a team, and I'm talking to Stealth. But, Weekend says he will not play with Stealth. He will not play with Stealth. It's never going to happen. He hated playing with him on Envy. And so I said, man, MLC is a great middle. I know you guys can make it work. I'll be on the team. The synergy will be different this time. Beforehand, there was other players on the team. It wasn't the same environment. We can make this work with Stealth. He's such a good player. And so I stick my head out for Stealth to get him on the team, because I think he's one of the best mids in the world. I think he still is one of the best mids in the world. Mechanically, I think he's amazing. And so I stick my head out for Stealth, and we get him on the team. And we do much, much better this split, I think, in the opinion of everybody. We tied for third place in the fall split, but we got fourth because we had lost 2-0 to Denial. And of course, at this point now, it's the actual team that we're basically running with. It's Cope and Ben and everybody and whatnot. And so we obviously make it through, get fourth, and then we go to regionals. Obviously, we don't perform the way we want to. Everybody has some bad games. Everybody has some good games. We were not firing on all cylinders. There was definitely a lot of tilt going on with certain players. We were just trying to minimize the tilt, play best we could, mix up our strategies, try to find something that worked for us, and obviously that did not work for us, as we did not play very well. So we get out of that, and now we're number 1 seeded for Gauntlet, right? We're number 1 seeded for Gauntlet. So like I said, I have been here before, right? I've been in this situation, and so I feel in my belly that something is going to be amiss, because something is always amiss. And so I do contact Stealth and Weekend, and I say, hey, what are your guys' plans? Rosters aren't locked for Gauntlet. Do you guys plan on staying? Do you plan on leaving? They planned on staying. I thought, cool. We talked about our options, about how we felt we were going to do this season. Ends up talking about things like Cope and Ven and what their situations are. And basically possibly looking at Ven and Cope maybe, if the situation were to arise. Anyway, we get to the end of the conversation, and we decide, no, we're not going to switch the roster. We're just going to move forward. We're going to grind it out. We're going to do our best with our current roster. We're going to head into the Gauntlet number 1 seeded. We're probably going to take Super Regionals, or make it to Super Regionals, and then we're going to do our best at Super Regionals, and, if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose, and either way, we do it as a team. And that was kind of just going to be our game plan. And then I go to bed that night, and I wake up in the morning, and nobody's talking to each other. And so I know something's going down. And so I thought that MLC and Weekend were going to leave. I thought they decided, because they didn't think our story, because they don't think that our chances are good. And you know what? Maybe they weren't good. Maybe we didn't have the best chance to make Worlds. I'm not going to lie. Our team was good, but we weren't playing great. So maybe we didn't have the best chance to make Worlds. But I thought they were going to be going to a different team, with the players they were going to pick up. I thought maybe they were just going to switch over and go join them. And so I quickly contact Allegiance, and I say, hey, I think we're going to have some players leaving. This is so fucking embarrassing. I think we're going to have some players leaving, and I want to bring it to you as quick as I can. I don't really know what's happening. I'll try to figure it out. And I'll take forward the ALG brand. We'll put forward a couple of new guys. I'll take Ven and Cope, and we'll figure it out. And so he responds to me. I guess Weekend had already talked to him the night before, and he says, actually, we're going with Weekend and MLC, and they're taking, and we're replacing all 3 of you guys. I'm like, oh, well, this is fucking awkward. I totally didn't just like stick my head out and say I was gonna stay with ALG and carry the banner or anything for the SPL and try to make it work. So that's cool. So that sucked, because like, Weekend's done this before, so it's kind of the same thing. But like, it kind of sucked that Allegiance did it too. Just because like, we put in so much work this year to like make the SPL for Allegiance, and then like put forward the best team, and then we went from not in the SPL to making the SPL to top 4, and we were like, yeah. And then we had a bad LAN, and I was the only original member from the starting team of Allegiance that brought Allegiance into the SPL. And then they decided to go with Weekend and Stealth because they feel that it's the better team. And you know what? Maybe it is the better team. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it is the better team. But I just thought that a brand that built itself on loyalty just would have been more loyal. And I know it sucks and it's the best business decision for them. But like, it just fucking sucks. And honestly, Allegiance is a great org, and I loved being with them, and that's why I'm probably so fucking salty, is I want to still be with them, because they were so awesome, and because I thought they were going to be with us the whole time, and that's just not the case, and it just sucks. And just, I thought that giving Weekend a second chance, I was like, man, people change, he regrets his decision. I think he still does regret the decision he made. You know, from the Envy time, I still think he wouldn't have done that if he could go back. And I think that now Weekend thinks that he's cornered into a box, and that if he doesn't do this, that he doesn't have a chance at Worlds. But you know what? I was going to stay with him when I thought we didn't have a chance to make Worlds from Super Regionals, because it's just the way I am, I guess. I don't know. I guess it's just more important for me to just like stay with your guns, and you know, just like people come first before competition. But maybe that's why, I don't know. Maybe that makes me a bad pro player, you know? But I'm not going to change. I refuse to not put people first before my odds to win. But that's probably why Allegiance also went with them, because like, that's not a winning attitude, that's a people attitude, and like, I guess it's not the thing, you know? It's not the way to go. It's just not the business way to do it, which sucks, and I get it, but like, you know, I talked to Weekend and I said, this is it. Obviously, we can't play together again. We can't be friends anymore. So that sucks. But I just can't do that again. So that's that. And it sucks. And I think most of the other teams are filled for the year. So that sucks too, but hopefully I can come back in Season 4. And this time, I guess I'll just pick my teammates better, I suppose. But looking forward to Season 4. And, yeah, that's kind of that. So let's go play some Smite and stuff. Let's do that.